No, no, stay where you are. Do not break the stillness of this moment, for this is a time of mystery, a time when imagination is free and moves forward swiftly, silently. This is the haunting hour. The thought.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your pleasure and amazement, the 78 Club presents the Great Marlowe, the Mental Marlowe, gifted with the seventh sense. The Great Marlowe can read your mind and tell you your every thought. But let me warn you, if you have a secret you don't want him to know, just don't think about it. Presenting the Great Marlowe.
Thank you. Frankly, I can't explain the performance you're about to witness. Science, without explaining it, calls it telepathy, thought transference.
I call it hokum.
The gentleman calls it hokum. Maybe. We'll see. Now everybody in this room concentrate. Think of a person or a thing. Concentrate. I have a thought. Someone is thinking of a person. With a person thinking of SG, please rise.
I've been thinking of SG.
Thank you, young lady. You are now concentrating on the name of Stanley Green. Is that right?
Why, yes.
Stanley is in the army, I believe.
Yes, he's a sergeant.
And I guess you'd want me to tell you his serial number. Okay. I'm seeing 34000. Just 2 zeros right over there. 767. Am I correct? I have another thought. Someone is thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, please bear with me a moment. I have to stop this performance. Believe me, it's important. I will be back very shortly.
See? I told y'all. It was hokum. What happened, Professor? Forgot your code?
Why did you stop the act like that?
Where's your telephone directory, Marina?
What are you doing? Are you trying to ruin my club's reputation?
Shut up, Marina. Where's your... Oh, here.
Now listen, Marlowe, I pay you $2,000 a week.
Glenwood 2?
I expect to get my money's worth from you.
Listen, will you please just leave? Just as soon as I'm through with this call, I'll finish the act.
Alright, I'll let you finish your act. But make it snappy.
And close the door.
Whatever.
Hello?
Hello. I'd like to speak with Helen Thornton, please.
This is Mrs. Thornton?
Helen Thornton?
Yes, and who is this?
Good. My name is Marlo, a telepathist performing at the 78 Club. A few moments ago, during my act, I received a thought that may be very vital to you. Are you alone?
Yes?
Alright, do as I say please. Lock all your windows and doors. Allow no one in under any circumstance.
If this is someone's idea for practical joke.
No, Mrs. Thornton. This is no joke. Someone in this nightclub is planning to kill you.
Hello? Hello?
This is Benilde. Helen, I just got in.
Oh, I've been trying to get you for hours. I know it's very late, but could you please come over?
Helen, what's the matter?
Oh, Mildred, I'm so frightened. I'm alone here.
Well, where's Jack?
He's out of town, and it's Marie's night off. Mildred, I don't know what to do.
What's wrong? You sound...
Mildred, come over right away, please. You could spend the night here. Oh!
Helen? Helen, are you alright?
Oh, Jack.
Look, I'll be right over.
No, Mildred, it's all right now. Jack's home.
What's the matter?
I'll speak to you tomorrow.
Alright. Good night.
Oh, Jack.
Helen? What's the matter? What happened, darling? Helen? Helen, for praise sakes, what's happening, darling? Pull yourself together. Here, come over here and sit down. There, that's better. Now what is it, darling?
Oh, Jack, I'm so glad you're home. It's been awful, and I didn't expect you, and when I heard the door...
I just finished my business in New York, sooner than I planned. I would have wired, but I thought I'd surprise you. I met Fred Hamilton on the train coming home. Remember the buyer from St. Louis? We stopped off for a drink downtown.
Jack, you should have called me.
As a matter of fact, I did try to call you. About 11. Just as we were leaving the 78 Club.
The 78 Club? You were there?
What is it, darling?
Nothing. I'm alright now.
Something is wrong, Helen. What is it?
I guess I was just frightened being alone.
You've been alone many times. Countless times.
Yeah, but that call...
What call?
Well, the police. There was a robbery in the neighborhood.
Ah, that's it. That's why the door was double locked. Well, darling, there's nothing to worry about. I'm here, alright?
Yes, Jack. You're here.
There, that's better. A good night's sleep and you'll be as good as new.
Yes, Jack.
Now you lie there and relax, darling. probably go to the kitchen and maybe make you a cup of warm milk?
Yes. Thank you, Jack.
Hello?
Paul, it's Helen. Didn't you get my message? I called you twice.
Yes, but I just got in. I thought you'd be asleep by now.
Paul, please, you must help me. Please, please, Paul. There isn't much time.
Helen? What's the trouble?
He's going to kill me.
What? Who?
Jack. Jack's going to kill me. He came tonight.
Helen, what are you talking about?
Paul, you must believe me.
Now, Helen, you've probably had a bad dream. Is Jack there?
Yes. But please, you must believe me. I know what he's going to do.
Well, we'll straighten this thing out. Let me speak to Jack.
No, no, you mustn't. Please. He's coming now. You'll never see me again. Alive. Goodbye, Paul. Don't bother folding up the dress, Marie. Just throw them in.
Mrs. Thornton, isn't this kind of sudden that you're going away?
Don't ask questions, Marie. Hurry. Here, help me close the suitcase. You finish packing the other suitcase, and I'm going down to call for a carriage ride.
Good morning, Helen.
Jack!
You seem so surprised to see me.
Marie said you had gone. I didn't expect...
Well, I decided to come back. I see I caught you in time.
I was just going over to Mildred's.
So early in the morning.
We have an appointment for golf?
Honey, in those clothes. Darling, it's all right. Helen, I'll tell you why I came back this morning. Frankly, I'm worried about you. Something's on your mind. I know it. Would you tell me what it is?
I'm alright.
Okay, now listen to me. I had some very important business to settle with Paul this morning. But you come first.
You saw Paul this morning?
No. I changed my mind on the way back and... Yes, I came back for you. Helen, you need a rest. You and I are going away.
No, Jack.
Yes, Helen. There's no use of arguing. I've already made a reservation for the weekend.
Where are you taking me, Jack?
Remember that cabin we stayed at 3 years ago?
Oh.
It will be wonderful. Just the two of us, all alone. We will drive out there tomorrow. Now there's no need to fuss either. Just a few old duds and my rifle.
Your rifle?
Yes, darling, the hunting season is on. The shooting at Lone Acres. It will be very good this year. Now, Helen, what's this all about?
Paul, I had to see you.
Yes, but why here at Luigi's all the way across town?
It's safer here.
What's gotten into you?
Jack's going to kill me.
I'm sorry. Helen?
He is, Paul.
Ah, don't be ridiculous. That's what you told me last night. Over the phone.
He's changed his plan.
Ah, I see. And why, Mrs. Thornton, is your husband going to kill you?
Because he's jealous of you.
Jealous. Jack. Jealous of me.
He knows what we once meant to each other before I married him.
Why, of course he does. So what? Why, his winning you is a standard joke between him and me. Rivals in love, partners in business, and all that stuff. Come on, snap out of it. I think I better talk to Jack about you.
No, Paul, you mustn't. Please, promise me you won't.
Alright, Helen, if you say so.
Jack's taking me to Lone Acres tomorrow for a rest, he says.
Well, good. It's just what you need.
I'll never come back alive.
Now, Helen, get a hold of yourself. Everything will be alright. Your imaginations? They're just overworked. That's all. You should go to Lone Acres this weekend for a rest. It will do you a world of good.
Alright, I'll go, but I'm frightened. So frightened. We will be alone. He will have his gun.
You know, Helen, sometimes I think I love this gun more than I do you. There. It's okay now. Clean off a whistle and ready for the work at hand. Say, the fog's lifting. You can see it clear across the valley. Now we'll get into some hunting today, after all. Helen? Helen, what's the matter? You haven't said a word since breakfast.
I'm alright. I've been wanting to finish this story.
Let me see. The Golden Goblet Murders. You know, detective stories haunt me a lot. Now, if I were planning a murder, I'd use a gun. Maybe this Springfield will do. Well, let's say, for instance, I wanted to kill...
Me?
Oh. Alright, so I wanted to kill you. Let's see, we need to have a motive. Jealousy.
Jealousy?
Yes. I'm jealous of Paul Allen. That's it. I'm jealous of Paul.
I don't want to talk about it.
Come on, be a sport. Our murder plot is just beginning to get interesting. Now let's see. We need to have a locale. Ah, here. Lone Acres, right here. What a perfect setting for a perfect murder. Now for the time.
Jack, when are you going to kill me?
Well, I shouldn't really tell you when I plan to kill you, but I will give you a break this afternoon. How's that? We will be out in the woods hunting. No one will be too near. No one will see what happens. The hunting season. A gunshot. You're dead. A regrettable accident indeed. And there's a perfect murder.
Helen Thornton has now discovered that someone wishes to murder her. A mental telepathist performing at the nightclub read the thought among the guests. Later, Helen was shocked to the core when she learned that one of the guests present in the nightclub was her husband, Jack. She fears that he might want to kill her because of his immense jealousy of Paul, a former suitor. Her anxiety is heightened, and her husband suggests that they go away for the weekend to Lone Acres, an isolated hunting lodge. Once there, Jack tells her it's the perfect setting for a possible crime. A possible, perfect crime. Her murder? A hunting accident.
Helen, here up this way. Follow the path around the bend here.
Jack, would you mind if I went back to the cabin?
Helen, I'm going to circle this hill. You wait right here for me.
Jack, please don't leave me here alone.
A regrettable accident, Mr. Thornton.
But doctor, I don't understand how it happened.
Now, Mr. Thornton, it's really nothing serious. It's just a shoulder flesh wound. Your wife is perfectly fine.
When may I see her?
I think we can go in right now.
She's asleep.
Go ahead, try to wake her up. She'll most probably feel better knowing that you're here.
Helen? Helen, darling.
Huh?
Yes, darling, it's me. It's me, Jack.
Mrs. Thornton, it's your husband.
Doctor, get him out of here. He's going to kill me. Please, doctor, you must save me.
Mr. Thornton, perhaps you'd better leave the room for a while.
All right, doctor. I'll wait outside.
Doctor, please don't let him in here again. You must believe me. He's planning to kill me.
Mrs. Thornton, what happened to you was an accident.
That's what he wants you to think. He planned it that way, but it wasn't an accident.
Now, Mrs. Thornton, it's natural in a case like this for you to imagine things.
Doctor, you think I'm crazy, don't you? But I'm not. I know what I'm saying. You yourself took the bullet out of my shoulder. Doesn't that prove he was trying to kill me?
On the contrary, Mrs. Thornton, on the scene of the accident, they found your husband with a .32 caliber rifle in his hands. The bullet I removed from your shoulder, though, was a .45 caliber pistol cartridge.
Marie! Marie!
Yes, Mrs. Thornton, I'll be right up. I was just cleaning up the scullery, ma'am. Oh, Mrs. Thornton, you had the sling off.
Yes, Marie. The doctor says the shoulder is okay now. Soon I will be playing golf again.
Aw, that's fine, ma'am. I'm so glad.
Were there any calls for me while I was out?
Actually, Mr. Thornton called to tell you not to wait up for him, as he'll be home very late. Oh, and Mr. Allen called too, Mrs. Thornton.
Did he say what he wanted?
Well, he said he'd try to get to you later on. Oh, and Mrs. Thornton, I was thinking, do you suppose Mr. Thornton wants to keep this box of bullets downstairs on the open shelf? I was thinking it might be a bit too dangerous.
Bullets?
Yes, this box here.
Let me see that box, Marie. 45 caliber cartridges. 45 caliber cartridges?
On the contrary, Mrs. Thornton, on the scene of the accident, they found your husband with a 32 caliber rifle in his hands. The bullet I removed from your shoulder, though, was a 45 caliber pistol cartridge.
Evening, madam. Have you a reservation?
No, I'm here to see the great Marlowe.
Ah, yes, madam. Perhaps a table on the side? Yeah, this way, please.
Oh, no, I've come to see him in a personal matter. He's expecting me.
Ah. Albert, show this lady to the great Marlowe's dressing room.
And when the doctor told me about the bullet he removed from my shoulder, I thought it was all a terrible mistake. I was even too ashamed to explain to Jack why I acted the way I did. Now, Mr. Marlowe, I'm sure what you told me over the phone that night is true. Someone is really planning to kill me. My husband.
Are you sure the doctor said it was a 45 caliber cartridge?
Yes, a 45 caliber cartridge. Just like these Marie found in the basement.
Does your husband have a pistol?
I think so. He keeps his guns locked in the case. Only he has the key. Mr. Marlowe, he tried once and failed. He will try again. You must help me.
All right, Mrs. Thornton, I will do all I can. Where is your husband now?
He's out on business. He will be home late.
Then we will have to work fast. I go on again at 9 o'clock. I want you to go home immediately and find some way to open the case where your husband keeps his guns. I will call you as soon as my act is over. Mrs. Thornton, if you can find the 45 caliber pistol in your husband's case, I think we can put an end to this affair.
Hello?
This is Marlowe.
I opened the case. There was no pistol.
Mrs. Thornton.
I've searched all through the house and I can't find it anywhere. He must have it with him.
Mrs. Thornton.
What can I do? I can't stay here tonight. He will kill me.
Mrs. Thornton, listen to me please. You must come down here immediately. A few minutes ago, during my act, I received the murder thought again. Mr. Thornton is in this nightclub.
My husband is there now?
Yes. Meet me in my dressing room. Be sure to come in through the back door entrance. And hurry. Where am I supposed to be right now?
Jack? But he said you were standing there the whole time. You heard everything.
Enough.
It's not you, then who is at the 78 Club?
Me. 78 Club. Helen, are you going to tell me what this is all about? When?
It's not you. Oh, yes, darling. I will tell you everything. Everything! I should have told you before. I wanted to. Oh, Jack, I need you so much.
Now look here, Mr. Marlowe. Or whoever you think you are. I want to get to the bottom of this. Mrs. Thornton and I have told you everything. Yes, well then explain to me why at the very moment I was standing in my own home, listening to my wife talk to you on the phone, while you were telling Mrs. Thornton I was in this nightclub planning to kill her. Oh, don't you see, Helen? This man is a cheap trickster. He's never even seen me before. Why didn't you come? Why didn't you come talk to me when this all started, darling?
I was afraid.
Because she thought you were the one, and so did I. That's why I assumed it was you sitting out there. Of course, I've never seen you before. You just came to my dressing room just a few minutes ago. You see, Mr. Thornton, I have a telepathic mind. Not a magic eye. They're two different things. I know what your wife and I have told you is hard to believe. I don't know what your game is, but I'll find out soon enough. Come on, Helen. We're going to police headquarters. That won't be necessary, Mr. Thornton. The police know about this. I told them. Huh? The police are here in this nightclub. Here, right now. Mr. Thornton, whether you believe it or not, your wife's life is in jeopardy. Someone in this nightclub is planning to kill her. Perhaps this will convince you. You own a .45 caliber pistol with the serial number 75682. Why, yes. That's a pistol I reported missing. Yes, I know. The police told me tonight.
Jack, why didn't you tell me?
Well, darling, you've been so upset lately. I didn't want to cause you any more anxiety. That pistol, in all likelihood, the pistol which was used up at Lone Acres in an attempt on your wife's life. Mr. Thornton, that pistol was brought to this nightclub by the person who was planning to kill your wife. The police found it concealed in a coat in the hat check room. Whoever claims that coat, Mrs. Thornton, is your intended murderer. Why would anyone want to kill her?
Who can it be?
We will soon find out. Mr. Thornton, do you recall the night that you were in this nightclub? The night I got the murder thought. Yes. That night, did you see anybody here? Or were you with anyone who knows you and Mrs. Thornton very well? Well, let's see. Well, yeah. No, it couldn't be. Pardon me, please.
We got him, Mr. Marlowe. Here he is.
Mrs. Thornton, your intended murderer.
Paul?
That's right. He was here the night you received the murder thought.
It was Paul all along?
It almost worked. Yes, and all the clues pointed to you, Mr. Thornton.
But why? We were so friendly, the three of us.
Friendly? More than that, Mrs. Thornton. Paul Allen was hopelessly in love with you.
Mr. Marlowe, you're on.
All right, I'm coming.
Let's go, Alan.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the 78 Club presents the great Marlowe, the mental marvel. He will read your mind and tell you your every thought. But let me warn you, if you have a secret you don't want him to know, just don't think about it.
From shadows and stillness, mystery weaves a spell of strangest fascination, charging the mind with doubts and fears. Mystery is a strange companion, a living memory. In the hunting, are